I look at like sociosexual violence and the way the technology influences it, but in a really
Yes.
broad sense. Because when I'm
Yeah.
talking about it, I'm talking about it in a way that people often don't speak to. Like they speak to, because of the way education is so specialized, like
Right.
in these certain like silos, what we see more times than not is when people are talking about sexual violence, they're just talking about the violence itself that goes on, whether that's domestic violence or any other type of like relational or like, just like any kinds of other horrific violence that can go on that is like of the sexual nature. And when I'm talking about it, I'm talking about it in the sense of the United States has miseducated and disinformed us since the nation's origin. And
Correct.
the education system itself, whether that's the lack of comprehensive sex education,
Correct.
because ultimately everything that you just mentioned about that creator is born from a lack of proper sex education. Because
Correct.
it's this, and those issues people often forget. The same reason why parents often are not willing to allow like their children or like other people to teach their children about proper like comprehensive sex ed is the same reason why parents don't talk about race, because they've
Correct.
not been properly sexually educated or racially educated themselves.
And to
And
cut in very
yeah,
fast,
of
just to
course.
add that that creator also said yesterday that people shouldn't be having schmecks before marriage, you know. And I'm sitting there like, dude,
Of
what is
course,
going
yeah.
on? So
No,
like,
totally.
and
Well, and it's
it's
all
so
the
crazy.
same.
It
Yeah,
is.
and
So
it's
continue,
it's always
please.
together. Yeah, and that's the
Yes.
thing. It's like the and it's like it goes back to truly like this very like repressive binary and ultimately like whiteness construct of the US, because like
Correct.
people have like a very like limited idea of who is allowed to be fully human, which means who is allowed to be
Correct.
fully embodied and who is allowed to be a full agent in their existence.
And
And yeah, oh god.
fundamentally, you know, the fact that we have a problem with humanity in this country comes from the
Yeah,
fact that it was founded on a three-fifths compromise, you know,
exactly.
without
Yeah,
women having any say in anything that was going on, you know,
exactly.
without the
Yeah.
recognition that indigenous people had a right to exist, and
Uh-huh.
the constant, you know, we were active belligerents against them. And so
No,
it really
exactly.
is, it's just a perpetual, you know, it's the
Hmm.
continuation of that.
Exactly. And everything that we see to this day is a product of that. And it becomes very clear if you understand the way that things have been built. But unfortunately, because of the way education is, and especially now with all of the like overtly fascist censorship that we're seeing,
Yes.
they're doing everything they possibly can to ensure that people don't know that.
Correct.
Because when you know that, it becomes abundantly clear how things have been done, why we are like this, and what we can do about it. Like, and
Correct.
they don't want people, and it's the same reason why they attempted to ban TikTok. It's the same reason why they shadow ban anyone that is a overt leftist creator or anyone black or
Correct.
brown, and that's been very well documented, despite the fact that folks have tried to claim that it's like made up or people are
Oh
just
no,
like
it's I've lived it
gouging for
every
views.
day. I
No,
just
absolutely
experienced it
same.
this morning when I posted
Oh
one
yeah,
of the videos
I believe
talking
it.
about